All right. Hello and welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to give people a couple of minutes here to just sort of come in and join us. Hope everybody can hear me. The mic seems to be on. Seems to be broadcasting. So, again, welcome if you just joined us. And get yourself a yoga mat, get some water. I like to start, obviously, by setting the mood, creating an ambiance, maybe light some incense. It's a beautiful day today, so if you have the opportunity, please go outside. And I'm going to have a really nice, relaxing practice this morning. I figured this would be a great way for some of my friends who have never done yoga to get introduced to yoga, to kind of get a understanding and feeling what it's all about. And then for those of you guys who have done yoga before, then we're going to have a really nice, easy practice. Nothing too fancy, nothing too advanced, I guess. Just a really nice stretching and just kind of getting into a little bit of a heart opening and easing into our body. And focusing a little bit more on the Anahata chakra, which is the heart chakra, which is the center of all the chakras. There's 3 chakras below and 3 chakras above. So again, I'm just going to give you guys a couple more minutes. If you haven't gotten your yoga mat set up, maybe coming into a nice, comfortable, easy seat, I suggest being outside. It's a beautiful day today, it really is. It's a blessing to be outside. And gratitude is going to be part of our practice. And, just appreciating this beautiful day, appreciating the fact that we're all here. Our loved ones are, let's say, well. Whatever it is that we're grateful for today. So again, grab your yoga mat, grab some water, light some incense, and I personally have some patchouli, so I'm going to put a little bit of patchouli on, creating a little bit of aroma all around me. Very nice. Again, if you just joined me, welcome. I'm going to just go ahead and ask you guys to come into a nice, comfortable seated position. Nice, tall, erect spine, relaxed shoulders, maybe rolling the shoulders up and over, and then your neck or chin is level with the floor. Neck is extended out of your torso, if you will. And just take a nice, deep inhale, relaxing exhale. Again, nice, deep inhale. And relaxing exhale. See if you can maybe possibly withdraw from all of your senses, if you will. Maybe even close the eyes. See if you can shut off the exterior world a little bit. Maybe take on that inner witness point of view as you take nice deep inhale. Inhaling through the nostril and exhaling through the nostrils. See if you can think of the word so as you inhale. And hum as you exhale. Again, so, hum as you exhale. I am. Or simply inhale and exhale. So our breath is going to be mainly the number one objective of this practice. And of course, getting into a little bit of a heart opening practice today. So mainly the main objective or the plot will be the breath. So hum. Inhale and exhale, kind of bringing the awareness into something that's involuntary and making it a voluntary action. I like to start every class with an Om. It's a great way to open the energy channels, open the mind, body, spirit, ready for yoga. Bringing the hands maybe into the heart center, Danjali Mudra. And again, take a nice deep inhale, relaxing exhale. You don't have to Om with me if you don't want to, but if you are going to Om with me, let's go ahead and inhale for Om. Om. Maybe be nourished and protected. Maybe find and cultivate strength among one another. And may this practice be filled with light and brilliance, with no animosity or ego among us. Let's go ahead and do one more short Om, followed by 3 Shantis. And Shanti simply means peace. Again, you don't have to Om with me if you don't want to. But if you are, let's go ahead and inhale for Om. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Very nice. And then let's go ahead and just bring the hands into the lap, maybe even on your knees here. And we're just going to spend the next 30 to 60 seconds simply inhale and exhale. Soham. Again, bringing your awareness to the breath. Now, obviously, thoughts will pop into our head. And as if they do, just have them come in sort of one door and out the other door, so to speak. And then just bring the attention back to the breath. As we settle in, take the next 30 to 60 seconds. Now this right here could possibly be the most difficult part of the practice for some of us. Just to sit still. Just to breathe. It's really important to start by centering and finish by centering. So again, if you just joined us, thank you very much. Welcome. And now we're just going to simply begin by inhale. Maybe bringing the hands back on the lap, and we're going to go ahead and inhale as we raise the chin. Exhale as we bring the chin into the chest. Let's go ahead and inhale, raise the chin again. Exhale, let's go right ear, right shoulder as we circle an oval into the neck. You can go as fast as you want, as slow as you want, but see if you can go at the same pace as the breath as you inhale and exhale, or so hum. Nice tall spine, close the eyes. See if you can just ease into your practice this morning. No rush, no hurry. Kind of coming into this idea of, as you circle the other way, having nothing to do and nowhere to go, which should be not very difficult at all for most of us. So allow me to maybe take the next, 40 minutes or so to just breathe together, shall we? Very nice. Next time you come into the center, maybe roll the shoulders up on an inhale, drop them down on an exhale. And then see if you can be mindful of the breath and just breathing through the nostrils at the beginning. As our practice may progress, you might notice you start breathing from the mouth, which is perfectly fine. But see if you can, at the beginning, just be mindful and breathe, inhale and exhale through the nose, which will help warm up the body. Maybe roll the other way. Very nice. And let's go ahead and take the hands up on an inhale. Bring them down to the heart center. Exhale. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Taking the hands up. Bring it into the heart center. So that one more time. Inhale as you raise the hands. And then let's go ahead and bring the fingers together and extend your hand above your head. Bring the chin again level with the floor. And then see if you can move your hands back and behind your ears, maybe even slightly looking down. Breathe into the armpits here. Let's take 2 more breaths together. Very nice. And then let's go ahead and bring the hands back above the head. You can go ahead and look up to your hand and then let's circle. Maybe circle out to the right first. Let's go 3 circles. Third time, your hands make it all the way up above the head. Let's go ahead and bend into the right elbow. Grab the right elbow and then lean over to the left. You're not pulling down, you're leaning. Breathe. Three breaths. Very nice. Let's come back to the center and then now see if you can lean back. Again, you're not pulling down, you're leaning back. Lean your head into your forearm. Breathe into your, let's say, your right armpit now. When I say breathe into it just means be mindful and bring your attention to that part of your body as you're breathing. Very nice. Let's go ahead and raise both hands up. Let's take that right hand behind you. Let's bring the left hand to the right knee as you twist over to the right. Nice tall spine here. Again, Soham. Breathe. Maybe take that right hand a little further behind you as you get a deeper twist. Smell that incense if it's burning around you. Smell that fresh air if you're outside. Take that next breath with gratitude. Very nice. Let's come back into the center. Go ahead and raise that right hand up. Lean over to the left. And then stretch. Stretch up like you're trying to grab something off that top shelf, but you really have to stretch up to get it. Breathe. Very nice. Now let's bend into that right elbow and then push that right elbow up to the universe or to the ceiling. Feel the stretch now all the way from the waistline. Maybe even look up to your elbow. Maybe take the right palm to the back of the head. Breathe. Soham. One more breath. Very nice. Let's come back to the center and then let's circle out to the right from our hips. And oval. Maybe rotate into the neck here as well. Exhale as you come forward or hum. Inhale as you come back or so. Very nice. Let's come back to the center. Go ahead and switch your feet from underneath you. And then let's bring the hands together again. Extend your hands out, straight elbows. Let's take the hands directly above the head again. And then this time circle the opposite direction. Should be towards the left. Let's go 3 circles again. Are you still breathing from the nostrils? It's okay if you're not. Just be mindful of each breath. Once you make that 3rd round, let's bend into the opposite elbow. Should be your left. Grab your left elbow, lean over to the right. Breathe. Again, you're not pulling down on your elbow. 3 breaths here. Very nice, ladies and gentlemen. Let's come back to the center and then see if you can lean back again. Lean your head into your forearm. Breathe into your left armpit now. Soham. Beautiful. Finishing off that 3rd breath, let's raise both hands up in the air. Take that left hand behind you, right hand to the left knee as you twist over to the left side. And then don't forget to breathe. By the way, thank you so much for whoever's joining us right now. I honestly would love to read your comments or reply to them, but I just can't see that far. So I'm just going to ease into this. And after the practice, I will try to respond to every one of the comments. Again, I really appreciate you guys joining me. But right now, let's just have a nice breath together, shall we? Very nice. Maybe take that hand a little deeper as you get a deeper twist. These twists are really, really good, not only for your back and your spinal cord, but also for the digestive system and your core here. Let's go ahead and raise that left hand. Lean over to the right here. Reach up, reach up, reach up. Reach up like Kobe going for a reverse dunk. In fact, we're going to invoke that black mamba here in a little bit here. Very nice. Open those fingers. And then bend into that left elbow. Push your elbow up to the ceiling or to the universe. Breathe. Very nice. Let's come back to the center. Let's circle out to the left. And oval. Very nice. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn this way. You guys can stay wherever you are. Then we're going to just go ahead and extend our bended knees in front of us, just like this. And then we're going to go forward or dive through on an exhale, and then open the hands out, like open your wings out on an inhale as you come back. Exhale. Oops, my microphone just fell out of my pocket. By the way, I definitely recommend buying one of these professional mic sets. I don't know, I hope the sound quality is worth it. I used to be a professional DJ, so I'm all about making sure the sound quality. You can have, I think sound quality will always win over bad video quality. At least that's my theory on this. Anyhow, as we continue, by the way, as you're doing this, if you have not set your intentions for your practice this morning, or today, I should say, it's a great time to do so. Feel the energy from the ground beneath you. In fact, stroke and feel Mother Earth beneath. And as you come back, maybe a nod to our Heavenly Fathers above. Feel that connection between the ground below you, which are the 3 lower chakras, and feel the connection to the universe above, which are the higher 3 chakras. And you yourself are right here at this exact moment, at this exact place where you are exactly supposed to be, that bridge between the 2. So again, everyone practices yoga, maybe rotate the other way for different reasons. Could be physical, could be mental, could be spiritual. Could be a little bit of all of that, or it could be none of that. But again, if you haven't set your intention for your practice, this would be a great time to do so. Maybe kindness, maybe gratitude. I know it's hard to be grateful these days, or feel like you might have something not to be grateful for. But just taking this breath, inhale and exhale. Just the fact that we woke up this morning, our loved ones woke up this morning, or at least I hope so, because there's a lot of people that didn't, believe me. Coming back into the center, maybe extend that left foot out, bend into that right knee, bring that right foot in, and then send that right hand out if you like. Circle into the shoulders. That sun is feeling really nice. The clouds all around me, the movements of the trees, the leaves, the slight breeze. Just bringing myself into this moment, appreciating this breath, appreciating my body, appreciating the fact that I'm alive, appreciating my family is well, my friends are well. Maybe rotate the other way. At least I hope they all are. It's hard to keep in touch these days, but reach out to your friends, reach out to your loved ones. Go have a socially distanced gathering, if you will. Doesn't have to be too many people. We can just hang out in the backyard. In fact, my backyard is available. Anytime any of you guys want to come over, do some yoga here, you're more than welcome. Let me know. I'll arrange it. I'm here for you guys. Maybe next time you raise that right hand, maybe slide that left hand down that straight leg. Breathe. Maybe use it as a little leverage. And then open that right palm and send it away from you. Breathe. And then maybe take that right palm, bring it down towards the ground and then away from you. And breathe. So hum. Maybe turn your head towards that straight leg. And then maybe, these are all suggestions, bring that right hand all the way up, over towards your maybe left toes. Again, I said towards, because it's about the journey, not the destination. It's not a race, it's not a competition. Everybody's bodies are different. Kind of like musical instruments, if you will. Let's come back up. Maybe plant that right hand right next to your hip. Maybe take your left hand up. Maybe take your hip off the floor. Maybe rotate into the shoulders here. Breathe. Maybe rotate the other way. See if you can get a slight back bend. Where's your breath? Check back in with your breath. Beautiful. Bring it back down. And then let's go ahead and bend into that left knee. And then circle an oval. Maybe circle out to the left first. What was I just saying? Oh yeah, it's not a race. It's not a competition. We're like, basically our bodies are like, I like to think of it as like perfect machines, which they are, by the way. To this day, we have not been able to create another machine that does what the human body does. Not only does it repair, also reproduces, and we're only at what? 5 to 7% capacity? That's correct. Our CPU, our brain, we're only using 5 to 7%. Some of us are using a little less. Just kidding. Some of us are using a lot more. Again, you know who you are. The fact is, there's 93% more to upgrade to. Imagine that. So it is a perfect machine. It truly is. But I like to think of it more as you twist all over to the left side, get one full twist on this side. Breathe. Maybe squeeze the calf muscles on the left leg. Again, these twists are really good for you. And then let's go ahead and start now rotating to the other way. Circle and oval. So, not like a perfect machine like a Ferrari or let's say a cheetah designed for short bursts of speed, but more like a guitar or a saxophone or a violin designed for long jam sessions. So if we're all different musical instruments, first of all, what musical instrument would you be? And then obviously, let's go ahead and twist all the way over to the right side. This time, maybe even coming into deer pose, bringing the elbows down. Breathe. So a guitar string doesn't quite stretch the same as a violin string, now does it? Let's come back to the center. Maybe extend that right leg out. I like to press on each side of the hip, re-rotate my sit bones directly underneath me so my shoulders are directly above my hips here, okay? And then circle an oval. Maybe send one hand out if you want. Maybe no hands out. But I will ask you to maybe engage the muscular energy in this right leg. Feel the Shakti running through. Maybe flexing the toes back as you rotate a few times. Notice which set of muscle groups you're getting into as you flex your toes back. And then see if you can, as you rotate, bring your heart as close as you can to that straight leg. So as I'm flexing back, I'm noticing I'm getting into my calf muscles here more and the hamstrings here. And then maybe now flex the toes or point the toes away, maybe rotate the other way. Now I'm noticing I'm getting more into my Achilles and the quads here. Feel that energy. Give some love to that leg. Appreciate your legs right now. I didn't even know what dry skin was till I started doing yoga. Then I noticed, wait, I think I have dry skin. So now I moisturize. Make sure you appreciate your body. Make sure you appreciate noticing and checking in with everything that you have and being grateful for everything that you have. Very nice. As you come back into the center, actually, let's go ahead and straighten that right leg right in front of us. I'm going to get into the quads here a little bit on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and just lean back. So bring your knees like you're walking down the street and see if you can slide back onto the elbows here. Maybe tilt your head back, and this time go ahead and breathe out of the mouth. Lion's breath, in fact. So lion's breath, you open your mouth, you stick your tongue out. See if you can extract all your face, like cheek muscles, all the way to your ears. Open your mouth as wide as you can. Stick your tongue out. And then breathe out of the mouth. Lion's breath. Oh, feels nice. Now, if you have it in you, maybe slide one hand out as you come all the way back on one shoulder and then ease off onto the other shoulder. Or not at all. So again, stay within your limit. Stay within your range. Don't try to stretch too far. Don't try to push past your... It's almost like being a singer. Don't sing out of tune. Stay within your range. But if you've made it all the way back, why not take the hands all the way up above the head and stretch from head to toe here. You want to really get into this, why not bend into that right knee? Maybe even raise your right leg up. Woo! Maybe not. Bring it back down. Nice. As you ease back up. Whew, very nice. Let's untuck that left knee. Let's give it a little second to breathe. Massage into it. Thank you, left knee. And then let's open the feet as wide as possible. Again, reposition your sit bones directly underneath you. Your shoulders are right above your hips here, okay? And then circle an oval. Maybe send one hand out. Half circles if you want. Or full circles if you want. Again, it's your body, it's your tempo. I just want you to breathe. So hum. I just want you to be aware of each breath. I don't even care if you don't do any of these stretches. And just breathe with me. But since we're all having a breath, a real nice breath, I might add together, then why not move our body as well? Creating this union, or a yoga, if you will, between the movements of the body and the breath. And pretty soon, the heart will just kind of tune right in. Maybe slide down, let's say one leg. Maybe hang out here for a moment, if you will. Breathe. Maybe take your hands and grab the opposite sides of your feet. If you can reach down. If not, it's okay. Reach down wherever you can reach down. But take your hands to the opposite side of your feet. Breathe. See if you can go right up to that sweet spot. So the sweet spot is going right up to where your range is. So you're not going to try to push or pump past it. You're just going to hang out there. And then what happens is, as you breathe, on your exhale, you might notice, you might ease that sweet spot a little further and further away, where you might be able to go all the way and touch your, let's say, forehead to your knee. Again, it's not a race, not a competition. That's not the objective. As long as you're getting that nice stretch all on this right side, and as long as you're breathing and mindful of that breath. Inhale and exhale. Let's rotate over to the other side. feel that energy now on this side. Maybe flex the toes back, maybe point the toes away. Maybe both. Massage into that left thigh, the knees, the calf muscles, all the way down to the ankle maybe all the way down to your foot, and then see if you can maybe bring the hands to the opposite sides of your feet. Where's your breath? So hum. Inhale and exhale. Very nice, ladies and gentlemen. And then why not? Come and hang out right here in the middle. And then feel that stretch all the way from ankle to the ankle, all the way on the inner thighs. Maybe bring your attention to a nice tall spine, maybe coming down onto the elbows. See if you can reach forward. Maybe coming all the way down, bringing the heart to the floor. Again, stay within your own range. Wherever that sweet spot, wherever that limit is, just go right up to it and just hang out. And then breathe into it. Very nice. Let's go ahead and come on back. Very nice. Let's go ahead and tuck in that left knee now. And then send that left hand out. I like to take my time, as you can see. Just easing into my morning, easing into my body. Easing into my breath. So hum. Maybe rotate the other way. Almost like an eagle flying across the landscape, and you catch a glimpse of a rainbow over the mountain of you, or the desert of you, or the forest of you. If you are outside, see if you can notice maybe some movements in the trees. Got these beautiful palm trees behind me. Maybe next time you raise that left hand up, maybe stay. Maybe slide that right hand down that straight leg. Maybe bring your right elbow inside the right thigh or the knee. Use it as a little leverage. And then open your heart to the universe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Send that left palm out and away from you, maybe facing the sky. Feel that stretch. Very nice. Now take that left palm and bring it towards the ground and move that hand away from you. Maybe change your point of view towards the straight leg and feel that stretch. Don't forget to breathe. I know you're not going to forget to breathe. I just want you to be mindful. Don't forget to bring your attention to your breath. So hum. Maybe take that left hand up and over towards the straight leg or the toes. Whew. I got some movements around me. There's a squirrel or something coming by. I can hear him on the roof. I have a friend, by the way, named Rocky. Right about this time, I'm on the other side of the house, and I think that's where he is looking for me right now. It's funny. It's funny how fast you can train a squirrel, especially when you feed them. Very nice. Let's go ahead and come back up. Let's plant that left hand right next to our hip here, and then maybe raise that right hand up. Maybe take the hips off the floor here. Rotate into the shoulder if you want. Circle and oval. Maybe a slight back bend. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Very nice. Let's bring it back down. And let's bend into that right knee. And then let's circle towards the right direction here. An oval. Maybe massage into your foot. Maybe massage into the knees here. Inhale and exhale. Maybe even rotate into the neck here a little bit. See if you can close the eyes. Stare it up. It's like stirring the pot. You can already taste it. So what's happening, I'm hoping at least for you, by now is that your heart should be beating a little bit faster than it would be if you were just sitting on a couch right now watching TV. Let's say you're breathing a little bit more rapid than you would be if you were watching TV. And I'm hoping also maybe by now you might even have a slight band of sweat on the forehead, maybe. Just all coming together, almost like a perfectly tuned guitar, let's say. Or a perfect marathon, if you will. Just catching that stride. Let's go ahead and go all the way over to the right side. Stay on this side. Breathe. Maybe massage into the right calf muscles here. Noticing I have some dirt on my pants. Maybe get the dirt off the pants. And then let's circle all the way over to the other side now as we circle an oval the other direction. What a beautiful day. And then let's go ahead and circle all the way over to this side as we twist. Maybe coming into deer pose by bringing the elbows down. Breathe. Soham. Let's take 2 more breaths here together. Very nice. Let's go ahead and come on back to the center. Let's extend that left leg out. Press on each side of the hips. Re-rotate your sit bones underneath you. Maybe engage the muscular energy on the left leg. Maybe run your hands up and down your leg. Feel that Shakti running down that straight leg as you flex the toes back. Maybe send one hand out if you want. As you circle. Or no hands out. It's up to you. It's your body. Circle an oval. Maybe circle the other way. Maybe point the toes away now. See if you can bring that heart as close as you can to that straight leg as you circle an oval. Very nice. Maybe one more circle, one more oval, one more breath, one more soham. Very nice. Let's go ahead and bring that straight leg directly in front of us. Tuck in that right knee. Relocate the sit bones, again, directly underneath, and then maybe start leaning back. Woo! Feel the stretch into the the quads on the right side here. Maybe tilt the head back. Maybe breathe out of the mouth. Open your mouth. Stick your tongue out. Pull your cheek muscles to your ears. Inhale from the nostrils, tilt your head back and breathe out of the mouth. Lion's breath. Or dragon's breath for some of us. I'm just kidding. I always wondered if I'm ever going to say that accidentally during a class. So I just decided to just say it. Get that dragon breath out. Maybe slide one hand out, coming on one elbow or one shoulder, and then easing onto the other. Woo! Feel that stretch into the quads. Breathe into it. Maybe take the hands back. These are the biggest muscles in our body, by the way, so you got to really, really let them breathe. Feel that sun if you're outside on your body, on your face. Feel that breeze. Notice the movements of the trees coming into this exact moment, right now, right at this second. And take that next breath with gratitude, not for granted. Very nice. As you come back all the way up. Very nice, ladies and gentlemen. Let's untuck that right foot. Massage into that right knee. And then let's bring the bottom of the feet together this time. And let's rock side to side. Pendulum. Massaging into the Muladhara chakra. or the root chakra, or your maximus gluteus, if you will. I love that. Maximus gluteus, which basically means your butt. So massage into your butt, will you? And then let's go ahead and let's massage into the maximus a little bit more. Maybe bring that left foot right into your right elbow, and then cradle like your foot, like it's a baby, literally. And then massage or rock side to side, feeling that hip opener, and literally, again, massaging into your Muladhara chakra. Very nice. Let's go ahead and bring that foot down. Bring the other foot into the left elbow. Crater that. There you go. It's almost like having a little baby. Appreciate that right foot right now, will you? You got me through a lot, that's for sure. Hours of standing on my foot as a DJ. Some of you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. No breaks. Never got to sit down. So I do appreciate these feet. They got me my own business, and essentially now doing what I absolutely love, which is this right here. So thank you feet. Maybe some butterfly flaps here. Very nice. And then let's go ahead and rotate these feet over to one side. Let's get into some heart openings, shall we? Maybe come into the hands and knees. I like that blanket underneath the knee for extra cushion and support. Why not? And then I'm going to go ahead and raise the chin up on an inhale. Drop that belly button right to the floor. Raise your tailbone up like there's a balloon connected to it. And then let's bring the chin into the chest on an exhale. Raise the middle of the back like there's a balloon connected to it. Drop the tailbone. Make sure your hands are directly underneath the shoulders. Knees are directly underneath your hips. Inhale. Exhale. Mountains and valleys, or cat and cows. Go as fast as you want, or as slow as you want. But create that union between the movements of the body and the breath. Next time you raise that chin, drop that belly button, raise the tailbone, see if you can stay. Breathe into it. Three breaths. Very nice. Now let's go ahead and bring the chin into the chest. Maybe even come on the fingertips here. Raise the middle of the back. Drop the tailbone. Breathe into it. Very nice. Come back to a flat back or tabletop, and then extend your hands about 6 inches or so in front of you, and then let's lunge forward into a cobra on an inhale, and then exhale as you push back into a child pose. Inhale, or so. Exhale. Inhale. And then check in with your breath again. Where's your breath? Are you breathing from the nostrils still? Or are you breathing through the mouth? Next time you come forward and come into a cobra, let's stay. Maybe roll the shoulders back, slight bend into those elbows, and see if you can bring your attention to your thumb and your index finger, almost like squeezing your mat with just your thumb and index, taking some of that pressure off the wrist. And then breathe. Roll up that chin. High cobra, as I like to call this, the black mamba. That's right. Invoke that black mamba. Very nice. Let's go ahead and push back into a child pose. Hip down to your knees. And remember, by the way, anytime you need to have a moment to yourself, need a moment to just breathe, a moment to surrender to your own practice, this pose is always, always here for you. It's almost like we're all going on like a little hike together, okay? And most of us know this trail, okay? Everyone's pretty much done yoga, I would say. So consider this pose your little log to kick back on anytime you need to have a moment to yourself. And then you can always catch back up with the rest of us down the trail, okay? Very nice. With that said, let's come back on the hands and knees and let's go ahead and push back into our first downward dog, coming off the feet, coming off the knees. Ah, that feels nice. And then let's walk the dog, which means bend into one knee as you bring the opposite heel to the ground. Nice strong arms. Relax the shoulders though, and then maybe even drop the head like a melon or a coconut hanging from a palm tree. Very nice. Let's come into a three-legged dog, which means extend your left leg out, and then you're going to come forward like almost into a plank position, and then bring that left knee right into your chest or your heart, and then bring it down onto the mat, maybe between the legs. Plant that right foot back with the heels on the mat and the toes pointing to the right corner of your mat. And then let's go ahead and come up. Open the hands. Relax the shoulders here. Neck is extended out of your torso. Let's go ahead and do that one more time. Let's take those hands up and circle. Open those hands. Open your wings. Open that heart. Come forward one more time. Very nice. Let's circle one more time. And then this time, let's take the hands up and stay. Virdrasana 1. Make sure your knee is on top of that ankle at a 90 degrees. So one foot is flexible yet strong. The other foot is like oak, just mounted or grounded. And then raise your hands up. Nice tall erect spine. Relax the shoulders and then raise your hands up. Maybe bringing the palms together. Breathe. Very nice. Let's bring the hands into heart center, and then let's take that right elbow to that left knee as you twist over to the left side. Breathe. Very nice. And then let's go ahead and bring that right hand down. Bring your left hand on the knee. You have to heel toe that right foot back, and then see if you can raise your left hand up in the air. If this is too much, you can always bring that right knee down to the mat. But if not, so hum. Breathe. Very nice. And then let's go ahead and bring that hand down and then forward, like you're raising it up to shake somebody's hand. Make sure you're not overextended here. Just naturally raise that left hand up and breathe. Very nice. Let's go ahead and bring the left hand down. Bring your right knee down onto the mat or your blanket. Maybe kick back that left foot. And let's extend the hands a few inches in front of you and circle and oval your hips around your knees. Circle the other way. Very nice. Let's go ahead and circle one more time and come forward into a cobra. Maybe stay. Relax your legs, relax your glutes, roll the shoulders up. Slight bend into the elbows, squeeze the mat with your index and your thumb. Breathe. And let's push back into a child pose. And once again, relax and breathe. So we practice Hatha Yoga. It's the practice of the sun and the moon. So we challenge ourselves, we challenge our body, but we also rest ourselves and we rest our body properly. So take your time, breathe. Nice deep inhales, nice relaxing exhales. And then check back in with your breath. Are you breathing in and out still through your nostrils, or are you switched over to the mouth? Both are perfectly fine. Just want you to be aware of it. Nice job. Let's come back on the hands and knees. Let's push back into another downward dog. Let's walk the dog a couple of times, which means bend into those knees a couple of times. And then we're going to come into a three-legged dog by taking that right leg back. Come forward into a plank. Bring that right knee right into your chest or to your elbow. And then plant that right foot down. Position your left foot with the heels down and your left foot pointing to the left corner of the top of your mat. As you hinge up, check your foot. Make sure the knee's directly above the knee. Breathe into the core. Nice relaxed shoulders. Take those hands up one more time. Open those wings. Let's do that one more time. Open those wings. Exhale. And let's take those hands up. Let's stay this time. Check, make sure your knees on top of the ankle. One is bamboo. One is oak. Breathe. Very nice. Bring the hands into the heart center. Stick that left elbow to the right knee. Breathe. Very nice. And then let's go ahead and take that left hand down to the mat. Maybe bring the right hand to the right knee. You may have to heel toe that left foot back. And then raise your right hand up. Breathe. If this is too much, you can bring that left knee down to the mat. Otherwise, so hum. Maybe bring the index and the thumb together as a sign of enlightenment. Breathe. Very nice. And then let's take that right hand down by the knees first, or your foot, and then raise it up like you're shaking somebody's hand. Breathe. Very nice. Take the right hand down, kick back that right leg, and let's take a Vinyasa Chaturanga your way. Maybe coming to a plank and slowly lower the body down, and then come back up. Inhale. Exhale, come back up. Inhale. All the way down to Cobra or Low Cobra. And let's just hang out here in Low Cobra for a minute. Breathe. Maybe bring the hands underneath the shoulders or the chest like you're going to push up into a High Cobra, but instead take the hands off the ground. Breathe. And maybe take the feet off the ground. Breathe. Maybe take the hands out like you're parachute jumping. Raise that chest. Breathe. Maybe take the hands forward in front of you like you're Superman or Supergirl. Breathe. Very nice. And then let's go ahead and bring the hands down. Actually spread your hands all on the others, each side of you. And bring it all down and just relax. Very nice. Now let's come into Sphinx position, which means bring your elbows directly underneath you. Hands are directly in front of you. Very nice. And then let's go ahead and roll into these shoulders here by rocking side to side. Now maybe go ahead and pick up your left hand up. Now take your left hand underneath your right elbow and then move your right hand away from you and then move your left hand away from you. So almost like a couple of spiders running away from each other. once your hands can't go any further, bring your chin onto your forearm. Relax. Now, if you want to get a little tighter squeeze, see if you can tuck your toes underneath your feet and then push up. There you go. And then just breathe. Very nice. Let's raise the chin up, and then let's pick up or bend into both knees. Open your feet as wide as you can, okay? And then take that right hand up and over by bringing your right shoulder all the way down to the ground on the other side. Now you can bend into your right knee if you want and help with your left hand assisting that right knee down as you get a deeper twist. Or if you want, you can reach down and grab that left toe as you stretch your right leg out. Again, it's up to you. I just want you to breathe into this. Take 3 more breaths together. Very nice. And then let's go ahead and roll back on our stomach. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take that right hand and extend it all the way out to the right side, to our right shoulder. Then we're going to maybe, these are all suggestions, take that left foot up and over to the other side as you get a nice deep stretch into this right shoulder here. You can even reach back if you want, grab that ankle if you want. Or you don't have to do any of that. But if you really want a really deep twist into this right shoulder, see if you can bend into both knees at the same time. Again, stay within your range. If you have any shoulder or neck injuries or problems, I definitely do not recommend this pose. Very nice. Let's go ahead and roll back onto our stomach. Whew. Come back into Sphinx again. And then this time, bend into your knees and sway your knees side to side. Oh yeah, I should be feeling pretty delicious. Very nice. Good job, everybody. Now let's pick up the right hand. Take the right hand underneath the left elbow. Walk the left hand away, right hand away, like a couple of spiders running away from each other. Bring the chin onto the forearm, maybe tuck the feet underneath and push up. It's almost like tying the laces just a little tighter. Breathe. Every time I do this pose, it reminds me of Q-tip, which was a tarantula I used to have for almost nearly 20 years. Used to be a good friend of mine, or I should say my ex-girlfriend's, and then when we separated, somehow I ended up keeping the tarantula, and I had it literally, I want to say, for like 15 years after we had already separated. His name was Q-tip, and it was a really, really cool tarantula. He would shed once a year, and the process would be really, really slow. Maybe lift the head up, maybe bend into the knees, open your feet as wide as you can, and maybe take that left hand up and over, bringing the left shoulder down. Breathe. Maybe bend into the right knee. Some of you guys remember Q-tip, I'm sure. And yeah, he would shed once a year. The very first time it happened, it scared the living heck out of me. I'm not kidding, because I came and I didn't know, tarantulas did that. So I came home, or we came home, and there were 2 tarantulas in the cage. And I was just like, what the heck? Because when they shed, their skin is perfectly intact. And I was just trying to figure out how the heck did another tarantula get in this cage? I actually thought he had gotten a girlfriend. I was like, what the heck is going on? And then I realized it was a perfectly hollow shell. And then the next few years, I used to watch him do it all the time. It was really cool. Missed that little guy. Let's go ahead and roll back onto the stomach. Extend that left hand all the way out to the left side. Maybe coming onto the left shoulder. Maybe take the right foot up and over. Maybe take both knees. Woo! Maybe not. Breathe. So hum. Very nice, ladies and gentlemen. And let's roll back onto the stomach. Bring those hands underneath. Let's push up into a cobra. Very nice. And let's push back into a child pose. And I just want to do one more pose. That's one of my favorite heart openers, which is Virajasana 3. So let's push back into a downward dog. And then let's go ahead and take that left leg back, three-legged dog. And then let's bring that left leg forward and let's come into standing. Keep that right leg back. Open your hands and open your heart. And then see if you can just, on a beautiful day like this, let's fly, shall we? Maybe tippy-toe on that right foot. And then maybe come forward into flight. Virajasana 3. Maybe take your hands in front of you. Maybe out to the side. Breathe. Pick a driste, which means a spot, and anchor your eyesight on it. Very nice. Let's step that right foot back. And then bring your hands to your hip. Open your hands out. Breathe. Virajasana 2. Nice tall spine. Hands on the hips. Shoulders are directly above the hips. And then see if you can spread your mat apart by pulling, almost like digging your toes into the mat. Then check your branches here. Beautiful. Slide that right hand down that straight leg. As you come back into a peaceful warrior. Very nice. Let's go ahead and bring that hand forward. Let's step that right foot forward, right next to the left foot. And let's come into a mountain pose. So we're going to create that first tower, ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, all one tower. Raise that right hand. There's your first tower. Pick up your left foot. Naturally put it down where your goes. And then make sure your toes are lined up. Second tower, ankle, knee, hip, shoulder. Raise that left hand. Mountain pose. Breathe. This is a resting pose. All your bones are perfectly stacked on top of each other. Almost like if you were to open a medical book, this is the very picture you would see as the human body. Now imagine if you had to stand like this for 3 hours. Now imagine if you had to stand like this for 8 hours. Believe me, you could. As long as you keep these bones perfectly stacked on top of each other, believe me, you can stand just like this. Now, if you haven't done so, let's see if you can bring that mountain into a perfect balance. See if you can rock side to side. And then shift your weight directly to between your feet, on the inside of your feet. And then rock back and rock forward. And then bring your weight directly in the middle of your feet. It's 4-part balancing. There's your mountain. Beautiful. Nice job, everybody. Stick those hands up. Bring it into the heart center. One more time. And we can't do that unless we do the perfect same thing on the other side. We're going to pick up that left foot, step that left foot back. Same thing on this side. Open your hands out. Open your heart out. Tippy toe maybe from the left foot first. And then let's take flight. Maybe hands into the heart center. Maybe hands forward. Maybe hands to the side. Beautiful. Feel the air. Lift that heart. Open your heart. Very nice. And come back into your mountain. Very nice, ladies and gentlemen. Open the feet out wide. Stick those hands up and take a bow. All the way down. Breathe. Maybe a slight bend into the knees. See if you can hang your head like a coconut. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Shake your head, yes again. Maybe grabbing opposite elbows. And bring those hands down. Actually, bring those hands on and the ankles and come up halfway. Create that tabletop. Extend your neck out of your torso. Maybe even taking the hands up. Nice flat back. Beautiful. And let's come all the way down. And let's come down slowly into a squat. Very nice. Nice tall spine once again. Maybe take your left hand down by the right foot. Raise your right hand up. Come back to the center. Right hand. Lift your left hand up. And if you want to feel that flight, that sensation of flying once again, why not? Let's take a leap of faith, shall we? Put a little blanket in front of you, though, here, just in case you crash land. I'm going to try crow pose, okay? So if you're sitting in this position, you're going to bring your hands down. Again, this is, it's not exactly an easy pose, and it does require a little bit of courage. You have to take this leap of faith. So we're going to bring your hands down. Create a shelf, if you would, with your elbows, and then bring your knees directly on top of that shelf, if you will. Maybe even digging the knees close to the armpits here. Okay? And then you're going to just lean forward. Again, you do have to take a leap of faith here. See if you can keep your chin up and then maybe coming down or off the toes. Just like so. Even if it's for a split second. Very nice. And coming back into a nice, comfortable seated position where we all started. Let's go ahead and bring our attention once again to a nice tall spine. Maybe roll into those shoulders a little bit. Maybe roll the shoulders the other way. Maybe raise the chin up on an inhale. Bring the chin into the chest on an exhale. Circle one more time. Circle the other way. And let's come back into the center. And so hum. Let's check back in with our body. Now, I asked you guys earlier at the beginning of our practice to completely withdraw from all of your senses, if you will. So now what we're going to do is we're going to check back in with all of our senses. So we're going to start simply by the sensation of touch. As you're sitting here, see if you can notice any sensation of the body. Could be your left ankle touching your mat. It could be your right hip or your left hip touching your mat. Maybe a squeaky wheel, if you will. Maybe there's a sensation in a particular part of your body. Take the next few deep breaths as you inhale and exhale. And if you see if you can notice any sensation in the physical body itself, bringing your attention to the sensation of touch. Very nice. Now as you're sitting here, see if you can check in with the sound. Bring your attention to the sense of hearing, and then see if you notice any sounds around you. Could be maybe if you're sitting outside, maybe birds singing above. Maybe the sound of a car driving by. But don't jump in that car and go down the road with it. Just be aware and see if you notice the slightest sound. Maybe the sound of the breeze in the tree around you or in the background. Very nice. Now, even with your eyes shut, see if you can bring your attention now to the sense of sight. Notice the different colors, maybe flashes happening. Or see if you can imagine the silhouette of an object nearby. Or see if you can scan the room around you through sonar. It's almost like looking out the window, looking out through a silk blinds. It's not 100% clear, but you can still see through, can't you? As you take the next few deep breaths, inhales and exhales, see if you can bring your attention to the sense of sight. Very nice. Now see if you can maybe take your tongue and run your tongue on your lips here. Create a little bit of moisture. And then see if you can bring your attention to the sense of taste. Maybe it's warm, maybe it's cold. Maybe the sensation or the flavor of your lip gloss or the beverage you might have had before practice, orange juice or coffee. Create a little saliva in your mouth and see if you can bring your attention to the sense of taste. Very nice. Now take a deep inhale through the nose, and let's go ahead and check in with our sense of smell. Maybe the smell of the incense that might be burning still around you, or even the slight aroma of your own body, or maybe bringing your attention to the palms or the wrist where I had earlier put some fragrance or some oil. See if you can bring the attention to the sense of smell. Maybe even just appreciating the fresh air all around you. Very nice, ladies and gentlemen. And then finally, go ahead and take your index and your middle finger, bring it right here in the middle of the forehead, where your sixth sense, or your third eye, I should say, is. And then let's gently tap in this area, right in the middle of the forehead, activating the third eye. Very nice. Go ahead and bring your hands back on your lap. Now I want you to imagine a jewel, or a gem, if you will, right in the middle of your forehead. It can be any shape you want it to be, any color you want it to be, but I want you to imagine that jewel illuminating on your next inhale. And then as you exhale, imagine that light dimming out. Inhale and exhale. Now, next time you inhale, imagine that jewel or gem covering your entire head, all around you, almost as if you just put on a helmet, or your aura, if you will. Imagine that light illuminating all around you on your head as you inhale and exhale. Very nice. Now, next time you inhale and exhale, imagine that light covering your entire torso from the waist up. Sitting inside of that light, feel the warmth as if you are sliding into a spacesuit about to step out onto this planet called Earth. Now, next time you inhale and exhale, imagine that light covering your entire body, all around you. Feel that warmth, feel that light illuminating all around you, shining through from within. And if you can, maybe slowly extending your feet in front of you and coming into that nice, comfortable laying position, which is the final position, your Shavasana or corpse pose. And then see if you can come back, bringing your hands on each side of you like that mountain pose that we took earlier. So your hands aren't too far out where you're distributing all that energy out and away from you. And it's not too close to the body where the Shakti isn't circulating. It's just a few inches away from the body. And then imagine that light covering your entire body this time as you inhale and exhale, as if you yourself are a fish inside of your own fishbowl. Feel that connection. Feel that light. Feel that energy as you settle into your final position, your Shavasana. Now you can stay completely laying down for the next, let's say, 5 to 10 minutes, which 10 minutes in Shavasana is literally equivalent to a 2-hour nap. Or you can just come up into a nice, comfortable seated position, and maybe we'll take just the next 30 to 60, maybe 2 minutes to just close the eyes, as you ease into your final position. Enjoy. Slowly coming back into the body. Gentle movements into the wrists, the ankles, If you're laying down, maybe taking the hands all the way up above the head, maybe getting all the way up from fingertips down to the toes. Slowly, maybe rolling over to one side and coming up into that nice, comfortable, seated position where we all started. Bringing the hands back into the heart center, taking a moment to appreciate yourself, your body, your life, your practice, whatever it is that you might be grateful for, and just taking a moment right now and close your eyes. And then let's go ahead and take those hands, rub them together. Feel that energy, that light within coming through the hands now, that healing sensation, that healing power as you create that warmth in your palms, and then take those palms and place them directly on top of the eyeballs. Inhale and exhale. Feel the warmth. Feel that soothing energy. Feel that healing power sinking in. And then maybe start slowly rubbing, circling, maybe coming down, rubbing the eyes here a little bit. And then moving towards the temple. Maybe working your hands through the back of the head, massaging the neck, through the scalp, and then down to the shoulders. And give yourself a little pat on each side. And bringing the hands back into the heart center. I want to thank all of you for joining me. I'm going to thank you guys for bringing that beautiful light and sharing that light with all of us. It's that light within all of us. Yoga teaches us that we are not our body, we are not our thoughts, we are not our emotions. We're something much, much more, and that's that light within. And it's always after a yoga practice that you really appreciate and realize that that light that we have within has to continue to shine. Not only is it a responsibility to ourselves, to our family, to our loved ones, ability to the rest of this world. You want to find peace and kindness in this world, then become the peace and kindness you want to find in this world. With that said, the divine light in me honors the divine light in every single one of you, from my heart to yours. Namaste. Thank you again, everyone, for joining me. See you guys real soon.